We're getting some visuals from Bhopal, Rajdeep. These are visuals of a historic victory. Shivraj Singh Chouhan there, one amongst the masses with the BJP workers celebrating one of the most historic victories, because till a few weeks ago, the BJP was actually trailing in their own internal surveys. From there, to turn it around and to script election magic, the Congress taking their position for granted, that's the BJP's post today. देश में एक ही guarantee चलती है, वो है मोदी की guarantee. And make no mistake, the biggest hero at this moment in terms of asserting once again his command and connect with the Indian voter, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 55 leads now for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Chhattisgarh. It's not a tight fight. Supriya Shirnath was saying, oh, we hope to turn it around. If it's 55 versus 32, it's game, set and match BJP.
We are back to 2013. In these very states, this was exactly what happened in 2013 when the BJP swept these states. So you're back a decade ago. Number two, since then, 2014, Mr. Modi takes over. 9 years now in power. Mr. Modi only amplifies the BJP's appeal in the Hindi heartland. It makes the BJP the most dominant force in 2023. I think these results, in a way, have virtually settled what happens in 2024. It will now require a miracle for the India alliance to recover from this, because the Congress, which was at the heart of that alliance, will now be demoralized in the Hindi heartland. They will have to rely on southern India. Southern India doesn't have the number of seats. It will also mean the regional players like the Mamata Banerjees and all will demand more from the Congress. We don't know what the Aam Aadmi Party, how that equation will work with the Congress. At the moment, with these results, Narendra Modi, the double engine. You didn't answer my question, who's Modi and who's Amit Shah in our double engine. But it's clear that...
What do you want to be?
No, I don't want to be either. I want to be Sachin Tendulkar, but that's another story. But the fact is, at the moment, I think you've got Narendra Modi as your mascot. You've got a strong organization led by Mr. Shah. He played a big role in Madhya Pradesh in particular. And you've got a sense of a political ideology that fits in with the dominant ideology of the Hindi heartland. The Congress is not able to combat them on leadership, on ideology and narratives and organization when it comes to the Hindi heartland. I think Supriya Shirnath should accept that.
And I think the narrative thing is, it's not like the Ram Mandir worked or it's like that one thing worked. There needs to be a narrative. What do you stand for? And I think this whole thing of nationalism, whether it's Chandrayaan, whether it's G20, whatever it is, there is a certain nationalism, bring India to the world stage, which seems to be working in the north. The Congress came, the Bharat Yatra, inclusivity. I guess Mohabbat Ki Dukaan is also kind of like an inclusivity. The India Alliance is also kind of like an inclusivity. But it's not very clear that what kind of inclusivity is it. It just means everybody stands on stage together. It just means everybody gangs up and defeats the BJP. Is there inclusivity to defeat the BJP? Or is it something else? And I think it's not clicking in the north at all for people, and it should have clicked in a big wave to have any chance in 24, where you're going to have your master hitter Narendra Modi in the Lok Sabha election.
No,
what chutney making of the Congress going to happen then?
No, even in South India, I mean, Razi spoke about a different narrative in north and different narrative south of the Vindhyas. Even south of the Vindhyas, my sense is that the BJP will now sit together to look both at Karnataka and Telangana. These are two states where the BJP would hope to make gains in April 2024.
RP Singh joins us. Massive victory for the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. A massive victory now for the BJP in Rajasthan as well. And a huge victory in Chhattisgarh. It also shows once again how disconnected the Congress leadership was in the Hindi heartland to think that they had Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh in their pocket. You know, just to take things for granted, take things casually, assume that you've already won before you actually have. That is just foolhardy. And that too, when you're up against the most formidable election modern day politics in India has seen. You cannot take anything for granted. They took it for granted and they've now been smashed to smithereens in the Hindi heartland. Massive victories in Madhya Pradesh. Massive victories now in Chhattisgarh. Rajdeep was hoping for a super over. You were quite convinced Rajdeep was going to go down to the wire. 55 versus 32, this is nowhere close to a super over.
I think what it has shown is the voters, unlike us in the studio, do not share our excitement at a super over. They don't want that. I think you're seeing in state after state, voters have consciously chosen one side or the other. In 3 of the 4 states, if I may say so, the incumbent government is being voted out. In Rajasthan, in Chhattisgarh, and Telangana, the incumbent government is being voted out, which makes Shivraj's and the BJP's achievement in Madhya Pradesh all the more greater. See what happened even earlier. Except for Gujarat, you saw it in the last 9 months, Himachal Pradesh and in Karnataka, incumbent government voted out. The BJP is the only party which in Uttarakhand, Goa, Uttar Pradesh and now Madhya Pradesh has arrested this anti-incumbency against their government. And I think you've got to give them credit for the way they run their governments in the North Indian states. They managed to create a certain connect, which means that even after 5 years in power, they're able to win. So I think that makes it, because the last 5 years, Rahul, have been tough. 2 years of COVID.
So let's
Governments have struggled.
Nabila Jamal joins us from the BJP office in Jaipur. 109 out of 199. This is not a tight fight. This is a massive mandate in favor of the BJP and against the magician Ashok Gehlot. Lots of people, including some here, were hoping that he'd be able to spring some kind of magic. That hasn't happened. The magician has been vanquished. Nabila Jamal, what's happening at the BJP offices in Jaipur? We can see those images of the BJP office in Jaipur, a saffron surge across the state. The BJP with a 60% strike rate in Rajasthan. The Congress's strike rate only 32%. The BJP close to double where the Congress is. In Rajasthan, also in Madhya Pradesh, solidifying now its lead in Chhattisgarh. This is a big victory for Prime Minister Modi, for the BJP, organizationally, for the likes of Amit Shah, the Home Minister, who micromanaged the campaign in Madhya Pradesh and has led the BJP to this massive historic victory. Look at some of the images that we are getting. The BJP is dancing. If it's 3-0 in the Hindi heartland, that becomes then the big story. The Congress did win Telangana, but Telangana is a part of the story, the larger national picture. 2024 looks quite assured from the BJP's perspective. Their cadre, their leadership will be that much more enthused. Rahul Verma, what impact could these numbers have on the battle for 2024?
As we have been arguing that, BJP did really well in Northwest India in 2019, and if they want to be anywhere close to that number between 272 and 300, they have to repeat that performance in this part of the country because South, it seems, is out of bounds for BJP still. They may hold on to what they had in Telangana, gain a seat or two, and it would be tough to hold on to Karnataka, the number they had in 2019. So unless they do perform similarly in Northwest, it would be difficult to cross the 270-280 mark. Now, with this kind of performance, I think BJP is sitting in a much sweeter spot than it was 5 years ago and a couple of months ago, and the road for Congress has become very, very difficult now.